I'm your host, Carolyn Solo, LCSW, EMDR therapist, and mom of 3 daughters. Thank you for joining me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Future Template Parent Podcast. I am so excited to have a special guest, Carly Costello, who many of you probably know as EMDR with Carly on Instagram. And Carly and I have been connected in the wonderful world of Instagram for a while, but I thought, a long time, yeah. Why don't we have you on the podcast? So thank you so much for being here.
Yes, I'm super excited to finally get to sit down and talk to you.
Right. I know. It's like lots of DMing and watching each other's stuff. Yeah. Well, let me read your bio just in case people don't know all the cool things that you do. So Carly is an EMDR therapist, EMDR consultant, and founder of the Counseling Nook, which is a small insurance-based group practice in West Virginia. And you said you have 5 therapists on staff, right?
5 of us now.
And then EMDR with Carly is her consultation business, where she helps therapists build confidence using EMDR therapy in real sessions. Through consultation, training, and digital resources, Carly supports EMDR therapists and consultants in training hone their skills and grow their consultation business too. And Carly is also a mom of a toddler, and you are 5-6 months pregnant with your second child, depending on when this episode comes out.
Yeah, I'm more than halfway.
Yes, this is so exciting. And we were also both talking before we got on about how we both identify as having ADHD. And so the ADHD mom life and business owner life is something we connect on.
The can be real. We are going through a major sleep regression with my toddler, and sleep training or structure routine is so hard for me, which can make it really hard parenting sometimes.
And you're pregnant.
And I'm pregnant. Yeah. So it's rough. I mean, I was talking to one of her daycare teachers today, can I hire you to come sleep train her in the middle of the night? Please.
Seriously, somebody help me.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. I will admit my weaknesses. I don't have the willpower in the middle of the night to
I hear you.
Any plan. So if someone else could do it for me, have at it.
Let me just tell you, I will give you no advice in that regard because I have none to give. I was terrible at it with all 3 of my children, and I'm not the person to ask.
I mean, we're just surviving.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. I remember having a little one when you're pregnant is so hard. It's so hard. So,
yeah.
But I will say, it's really funny because I think a week ago I messaged you and I was like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant again, because you had posted this reel about EMDR and pregnancy. Yeah, your chair. And I had thought you posted one about can you do EMDR while someone is pregnant a week prior. And I thought you maybe were posting one from your previous pregnancy or something. And then I was like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant. I had
no idea. That's your real belly now.
Yeah. I'm not sure why I didn't connect the dots, but yeah, pregnant when you have other kids it is a whole different ballgame than the first time around.
It really is.
But what I thought we were, saying we could talk about a little bit is, this idea of what it's like to be an entrepreneur and a mom with ADHD, and in particular about building a consultation business as a way to diversify your income. Because you've done such a great job with that. And so I was kind of wondering, where did you get the idea? It's been very inspiring for me to watch you do it. Where did you get the idea to do that? When did you decide to do it? How did that all happen? And the journey.
It has been a journey. Everything for me sort of feels like it sort of happens organically. Maybe because I'm not a super type A planner. It's just how things have to happen in my life.
I understand completely.
For example, I knew I wanted to go out in private practice. This was about 5 years ago. So, I got the LLC. My group practice started to pay my LLC instead of me. I slowly did things. I got credentialed with a few insurance panels. And and then I made the leap. And then very quickly, just organically, one of my friends from grad school called me and we were chatting, and she was trying to leave her school social work job. And then, so I was like, well, I guess you could come out and like work with me. Like, I have no idea how to do that, but we'll figure it out. And like, thank goodness at the time I was with, Sit with Kelly McKenna.
Yeah.
I was in her first ever mastermind.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah. So just because I was like I had her support, and everyone else was like getting off insurance panels. Meanwhile, I was like starting my practice and fully getting on insurance panels. But then she also really supported me in like making my first hire. So
amazing.
I didn't intend necessarily to open a group practice, but it just organically happened, and then, kept happening. And then, let's see, I rented offices for like 1 year, and then I bought my office.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
A permanent office, which is so nice. And then, of course, hired more therapists, So that was up and running. And then all meanwhile, I was on my EMDR journey. I just kept going, like basic training. I knew I wanted to be certified. So I immediately was working towards certification. Then I just naturally knew like, I want to be a CIT. Let me continue that. So I was like doing all that and became a consultant. And then I got to this crossroads where I'm like, do I need a whole separate LLC and a separate website? That whole struggle.
Yeah.
With like anything, when you start to diversify your income, even like with intensives, it's like, can I have intensives offered on my practice website, or do I need a whole other website?
Mm-hmm.
So, but then I did make the decision to totally separate it. So that's when I made EMDR with Carly. And for me, it was a pretty clear decision, partially because, one, I have a group practice and it wasn't solo.
Mm-hmm.
And because my practice does take insurance. It just felt, it's so different,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah.
So that's why it was sort of an easy decision for me. Like, I'm going to go all in. And I loved the idea of going all in because having the consultation business being only private pay and different work, it's not clinical work. Mm-hmm. It just like lit me up in a different way.
Totally. 100%.
And like my entrepreneurial spirit, it just felt like I can be totally creative with this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where growing my group practice, yes, it like lights me up. But because we're taking insurance, it does feel sort of trapping.
Mm-hmm. There's limits on it.
There's just limits. Yeah. Yeah. And there's limits to like how creative I can be with offers.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So that was like a big, like, I loved that about the consultation business. And then over the past year or two, it has grown so much. So I've sort of like been balancing, juggling, I used to see 20 clients a week, like full caseload for me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a lot.
No. So I used to, hold like on average 20 a week. And I was like, okay, I cannot do this, So
that is a full-time job in and of itself, completely.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay.
Plus you were running the practice.
Exactly. And I mean, it's been a lot of like, it's a whole like mindset work, that I needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I have this thing where I'm always worried about, like, I never want to be like the boss that isn't at the office or doesn't work,
Yep.
So, but yes, we're talking about that in my own therapy. So I'll save you.
No, I hear you. Oh my gosh. It's real hard to like my therapy and my business coach and my therapist. There's a lot of crossover, it feels like, and what we're talking about in all those places.
Yeah.
It's really, no, I tell my coach that she's the therapist for my business.
It's been a lot of shift, but now that I am pregnant, I will say it is like lighting a fire in me to get real I don't know, clear with my own boundaries on my schedule.
Yep.
And stick to them. I mean,
That is so important.
I'm the one that like
right. No one else is like
my own limits. You know?
It drives my husband crazy. He's like, why are you doing another thing? I'm like, oh, I think I can. He's like, I didn't say that I don't think you can. I'm just asking you why you're doing it. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's my husband too. Like when I'm like, oh my God, I have an 8:00 appointment. He's like, what? Why do you do that?
Why? Why did you do that to yourself?
You make your schedule, right?
My husband's like, the only person you have to blame is yourself. I'm like, hey, come on.
That's not our fault.
But no, I hear you. Like, and when you're an entrepreneur, like, it's not like we work. I feel like there's this myth that you work less when you're an entrepreneur.
No, I mean, I was snuck to Starbucks last night at like 9 p.m. to work on this course that I'm trying to build. Yeah, it's like there's always something.
Anytime I'm exercising, this is maybe a little bit embarrassing to admit, but I think it's because exercise is natural bilateral stimulation. This is my theory. I get my best ideas. The number of voice notes I have on my phone with me like out of breath being like, you should do a podcast episode about
Yeah.
I do my best thinking.
Yeah.
So that counts as work as far as I'm concerned.
I know. And I don't know if that's part of ADHD, like the multitasking. Like we can't just work out.
God, no. What? And I also, either that or I'm listening to a podcast about business or being a therapist.
Yes. Yeah.
Or being a mom, like any of those things I'm allowed to be doing while I'm also exercising, but I'm not allowed to not be doing something at the same time.
Right. I know. I know.
Joy. My husband laughs because a TV is in front of our treadmill and sometimes he'll come down and I'm like watching a YouTube video of a podcast that I like. He's like, you could watch like a TV show, I'm like, I guess.
But that would be like a waste of this time that I have.
No, he's like, you need to, yeah. So yes, I hear you. How many clients do you see now a week?
Way less. So I worked my way to 10 a week. Now I'm more at like 5 a week, but I am stopping seeing clients in June. So coming up.
Amazing. Good for you.
Yes. Because I want to have a little summer
before you have another kiddo.
Daughter before I have this baby. Plus, not to mention, like again, my consultation has grown so much. I mean, I have so much consultation work.
Yeah.
I also am running this practice. Also, I didn't even put this in my bio, but I bought the building beside me.
So you're a landlord now?
I'm a landlord. Yeah. So I own 2 buildings now, and that's gonna be a whole separate group practice that's only for kids and teens.
Oh wow.
Yes. That's
amazing. It sounds like you're doing a lot of things.
Carolyn, you're telling me.
But I'm right there with you. I feel it. I'm just like, oh, I could do this other thing. And then the people in my life who try to ground me are like, you don't need to though.
I know. I made this post on my story on Instagram that was like, I very much feel like I like juggle so many things, but like there does come a time when I like either start to drop them or I just decide like I'm done juggling right now. And then it's like everything gets set to the side. And I am trying to find the balance. Like right. It's not one or the other. Like I don't need to be juggling a million things or not juggling at all,
Right, exactly. And like, I just filled this consultation cohort that I am running. And my first thought was, oh, I should try to fill a second one to do at the same time.
Yes, you're telling me.
And I'm like, because I know other people I have people asking about it and it's already full. So why don't I just do another one? And then I'm like, don't commit to that yet. Just like think about it for a couple days first.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Definitely. I mean, that happened to me. And then now, so now I do have, my first ever CIT group this is what I'm like really passionate about, is my CIT collective.
Yeah.
The first one I ever did, just graduated today, was their last.
Oh, that's so amazing.
I know. Um, been with me for 10 months, and now that consultant standards have changed now.
Yes,
So
yes.
now the rule is a year. So it is, if you do a CIT group, and offer all the consultation hours, like they're going to be
Right.
with you for a year. It's a long time.
Yeah, which is kind of beautiful actually, but it is a long time and it creates some constraints.
Yeah. It is. I love it. And you really like get to know each other and do some really great work together and get to see like them grow so much.
Hmm.
Um, but it is hard because, well, on the business side, it's like I do that launch, and then when they're filled, like that's it for the whole year.
Yeah. So that's your big chunk of
So it's like,
revenue.
yeah, it's a big chunk of, income, but then that's it. Like it's
Right.
not gonna keep coming in.
Right. And so because something I've seen on your stuff is like, which I think is so awesome, is you've started like offering these other resources that are very much like, and if I'm saying this wrong, please correct me, but it seems like they're very like geared towards maybe more like the certification sort of stage people who really want to build their skills.
So of course, I'm always just like trying to figure it out and what aligns and feels good. But
Yeah.
I'm really loving, I have been doing some like low ticket
Yeah.
live workshops that are more geared towards like new EMDR therapists.
Right. I think that's such a great idea.
Yeah, I'm like passionate about those two areas, like CITs and helping them not only like with consultation, but also with like growing their business.
My
Because being a
consultants didn't
consultant
teach
is
me that
a
at all.
business.
Yeah.
It's a
They're like,
business.
oh, you want to be a consultant? That's nice. Like, good luck.
Right. And like, so I'm really passionate about like
I love that.
CITs that are in private practice. They're not connected to a big basic training.
Right.
They don't
Right.
have an agency funneling therapists to them.
Right.
So like helping them grow their consultation business and get consultees. And that's like part of the program. And then the other area that I'm like feeling drawn to as well is like new EMDR therapists. Like I feel like there's a huge gap between basic training and then
Yes.
getting certified. It's like I want to help the therapists like get through that really scary hump so they like stick with it.
I will not, of course, name names because why would I? But I was talking to another therapist earlier this week and I was like, oh, are you an EMDR therapist? She's like, no, I got trained in it, but I don't do it. And I was like, oh, okay. And like, no judgment. But and we were talking about something totally separate. So I wasn't like, wait, why? But I was very curious.
I'm gonna push it. Well, that I noticed like my own basic training that I did in West Virginia, me and another therapist were like the only ones that continued and even got certified.
Wow, really?
I feel like everyone else just like dropped off.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I'm like, why?
Yeah, that's there's a support gap there, clearly.
Yeah, there's definitely a support gap. And like the way my training was, getting those like 10 hours to complete basic training was on you to do.
They didn't build that into your training?
No.
Oh my gosh.
So I think that was a huge thing. Tons of people didn't even do those.
Well, yeah, of course not, because it was hard to do. You didn't even know where to start.
Yeah.
That was part of my, like what I paid for was those hours.
I like that. And I hope, talking about maybe Andrea, shout out Andrea, like maybe y'all should, like that should just be part of it. Like basic training, those are included and it's like scheduled into it.
Right. Because that's going to benefit them.
Confusing. And that's a confusing part for people, you know? Yeah. They might even like reach out for consultation with me and I have to be really clear to make sure like, did you actually finish basic training in those 10 hours or else these won't count.
And I wonder if, so, we were talking a little bit about the consultant standards having just changed and stuff. It seems to me like they're maybe working backwards. Like I know they're working on certification next and tightening it up. Maybe they're also going to do that with basic training because, as you know, there is so much variance in basic training.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
To a problematic degree, I think. Like it's okay to be creative, but like, come on.
No, and I sort of like talk about that on my Instagram, not in a shameful way.
Right.
But just in like a normalizing way. Like, I mean, like my basic training, I was talking about pregnant women and can you do EMDR with someone who's pregnant? I was sort of taught that's a no-no. Like, no, absolutely not. And then I had to do my own research and get my own consultation to actually realize like, that's not really true. I don't need to have that fear.
Right. And not to go too in the weeds there, but like, I think it's so like disempowering for women. It feels really sexist. And it reminds me of the like message we get in basic training of, if you even suspect that your client's ever dissociated, don't do EMDR.
Exactly.
Which is nonsense.
It's so nonsense. I mean, I was told you need to do the DES scale with absolutely everyone before you start EMDR. But then yet I'm this like new therapist and I'm like by the book. Like I want to be an A+ student, you know?
Plus we got you, they scare you into thinking something horrible is going to happen.
Oh, 100%. So here I was like, let's do this scale. Okay, you got this number. But then I didn't know how to talk about it. You know?
Not to mention the DES, whatever. I could go on about the DES.
I know.
But it's like so subjective and, whatever.
I know.
But like, yeah. So things like that do scare people away from, they're like, well, if it's that dangerous, maybe I won't do it,
Yeah.
And
this is a shout out to any EMDR therapist that's listening. Find a consultant like me or Carolyn, and we will help you through these fears.
Totally, because EMDR is so powerful. And if you have invested in your basic training, you owe it to yourself to use it. And you owe it to your clients. Like, please 100%. Do not. Like that costs thousands of dollars.
Yeah. I think one thing that like sold me was during basic training, during the practicum part, like then in my life, I was sleeping terrible and I had like a lot of anxiety at nighttime. I was also like single, living alone, So I targeted that in the practicum and I targeted like the anxiety I would start to feel come nighttime, and the negative belief, like I'm not okay alone or had something to do with like being alone. Yeah. And I'm telling you, my sleep problems went away. It was crazy. So I was like, sold. I'm making EMDR is going to be my thing. I'm a believer,
Yep.
Because I experienced it.
Totally. And I think that's so powerful. And I think a lot of us had that experience at basic training. And I don't know about you, but I went in super skeptical. I was like, I don't know about this.
I just went in ignorant. Like I didn't know anything about it. And I was one that like the place where I used to work, they signed me up. Like they just said, you're going to this training. And I was like, okay, gets me out of work. Yeah.
Right. Like, I guess so.
I'll go to the Marriott. I don't care.
Yeah, no. And then I think a lot of people have that experience where they really are like, oh, wow. This is, No, I love this that you're creating resources for the people in that like post basic training space, because I think there's such a need and there's so much fear, especially about like, let me do resourcing in phases 1 and 2 for 2 years. You're like, you don't have to do that. So and it's just so good.
Back to like sort of business thinking, like I have my group practice and that's insurance. So then it was nice to start my consultation business, and that is like diversifying income. But then when you are doing EMDR consultation that's counting, there are still limits, you can only have 4 people in 1 hour. So, and so it is a nice way. I can even be even more creative, and offer like lower cost things to more people.
Right.
So it's just like,
and of course you're introducing them to you and what you do, and they will probably sign up for something else along the line.
Yes.
Yeah.
That whole.
And that's actually something I wanted to talk about is just like, I feel like you have done such a great job with how you market yourself on Instagram. And I was wondering if that's something that you talk to like consultees about, because there's plenty of therapists out there who are like, no way, absolutely not, never doing that.
It is. And I think I have some of my own like growth to do with making it a little more structured, and also like realizing that I actually have grown on Instagram. I think I'm still like in denial in a way.
Excuse me, Miss, weren't you like Ms. like
social media
influencer of the year at EMDR or something?
2025? You're looking at her.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, but even that, I'm like, did that happen? This is funny, you know? One, you know, I'm like a millennial. Like, I'm just on the cusp of like Instagram, I feel like. Like, I'm not on TikTok.
Me either.
It's just Instagram. And I started my Instagram originally was the Counseling Nook. Like, originally it was more like, I was like, okay, I'll post local things to get clients and to get the word out there about the practice. And then I'm like, okay, but it's a little awkward because Instagram is like my face constantly.
Right.
Me. But the Counseling Nook. So it took a while to shift. But then when I made that shift, that's when it really.
Do you have two separate accounts or do you just have EMDR with Carly?
I do now, but that took a long time. Yeah. For a long, I like changed the Counseling Nook to EMDR with Carly and didn't have anything for the Counseling Nook. And just recently, since I've had like some more admin support, did I like, they helped start the Counseling Nook. But
yeah, I think what I have found, I don't know if this is your experience, and again, this is a little different because my practice is all private pay, right, is that I feel like Instagram for my coaching business is very, very important. Very. And like, that's why I tell people, I'm like, if you really want to build a like, you know, premium consultant business, I would consider social media marketing because it really works. My private practice is much smaller, my Instagram account. And I would say that maybe it's something where people like, they might land there from somewhere else and be like, oh, she seems nice or something, but it's not like this direct funnel for clients. Not for me. I know that's not the case for everybody, but also because I'm doing like a very high ticket service. So like, it's not the same as like, oh, hourly therapy. I think you can get more clients maybe that way through Instagram. But like for me, I just sort of think of it as like, it helps a little with SEO. It's like whatever, but I don't really think of it as the primary driver for my therapy practice. Oh,
I definitely agree. I think therapy is more like, I focus on like SEO work, showing up on Google, and like local stuff. Like, right. I mean, now word of mouth sustains
totally
the practice side of things.
But like locally is so important, and you can make little investments in that really pay off.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm West Virginia based, so it's very small town vibes here. So definitely like, you know, like I'll invest in ads for like the new baseball field or, right. You know.
Oh my gosh. There's my daughter's ballet recital. It's coming up in a few weeks. I'm in the program.
Oh, you
my
better be
in the program. Yeah, exactly. I'm also in a small town. I think much smaller than yours. You're like, are you in Charleston?
I'm Charleston, which is the capital of West Virginia. But
right, that's what I thought. But it's not big.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, you're exactly like old school marketing, like putting an ad in the newspaper in a small town actually matters.
Yeah.
You know, and people, I feel like, and oh my gosh, like networking in person with the people that do stuff that's similar to what you do, or even allied, like massage therapists, whatever. Like I get a massage from someone in my building because she's good. And also, because it's like, you know, you scratch my back or you rub my back.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm investing in her, like literally. So she's going to invest in me, you know.
She sends all of her friends to you.
Right, exactly. So it's like those like old school things really work.
100%.
It might not feel as flashy as Instagram, but certainly for people who want to build another revenue stream, I'm like, yes, social media
100%
is really important. And it leads to other things that you don't even expect. You know,
totally, like this podcast.
Exactly. Right. And like, there's so many things that I never would have even thought about doing if it weren't for Instagram.
The last thing I'll say is that a consultation business, you don't have the restrictions of your license in your state,
Right.
And everyone all over the world is on Instagram. So
Right. And that's the other thing about marketing your practice on Instagram is like, you can only see the people that you're like in the states you're licensed in. So, I think what I'm going to do just in terms of my practice Instagram is lean a little bit more into like the sort of psycho ed, because I work a lot with parents of neurodivergent kids. And more as like a resource for parents, because I could see that growing into like, brand partnerships with like products that I use with my own child and stuff like that. And I can see that being like maybe, and then getting connected with other therapists who do that work. I could see it being useful for that, but I do not rely on it to get clients at all.
No.
So I think that's something that some people do great at it, but like, it's just not what I have found works for me.
Yeah.
So.
Me either.
Well, and I was going to ask you one more thing. Oh, yes. So I love hearing that you're going to stop seeing clients in June. So are you having baby like in September or something?
Yes, September 1st.
Oh, that was the due date of my first baby.
Really? So
she was born on August 27th, but September 1st was her due date. She's going to be a Virgo.
What is she, is the end of August still a Virgo?
Yeah, I think it's like, she is, but I think it's like August 22nd or something is the start of Virgo.
Yeah. I don't know a ton about horoscopes, but I like to
Me too.
learn.
I don't really know either, but they're like fun.
I know more about the Enneagram.
Yes. Good old Enneagram. I love the Enneagram. Yeah. Do you watch Gilmore Girls? This is so unrelated.
My stepdaughter, she's 17. She does.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll watch it with her.
Okay. Well, there's a Gilmore Girls podcast I really like, and they've done all these episodes about the Enneagram, like charts of different characters. They're fantastic. I love those episodes. They're fun. And I learned a lot about the Enneagram from listening to them.
I'm a 7. What are you?
I feel like I'm like a 2-wing 3 sort of. But I also haven't done it in a long time, and I feel like if I went back and like did the test now, it would come out differently. I think the last time I did it was 7 years ago. I should do it again and see what results I get, because I think our identities shift,
I know, but Enneagram people would say that your type actually doesn't change. Like, it's not like attachment styles.
But I wonder if, here's what I'm thinking, the way I answered the questions.
Yeah.
How self-aware was I then? And like what, here I'm talking about like
parts. What part was showing up and answering
Exactly. And I have this feeling that so I don't know, it would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because none of those things are, whether it's like Myers-Briggs or whatever.
Just for fun.
It is just for fun. But I think there's useful information in them.
Totally.
But like when you get wedded to one of those, then it's like, okay.
Yeah.
There's more to you than that. But all that to say, I was going to ask you, so you're going to have the baby at the end of the summer. Are you excited about like are you going to take time off? Do you have like...
I'm absolutely taking time off. I'm going to take the rest of the year off.
Amazing. That's so good.
I'm going to take the rest of the year off and then come back in the new year.
Fantastic.
And I think clinically, I'm going to come back and only offer EMDR intensives.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It will revolutionize your schedule clinically.
It's been brewing for a long time.
All right. Just do it.
I know. And I think like, I just need more, space in my head and my schedule to even get there. Like I've been working on a page on my website for probably a year. It's just hidden.
Yeah, right.
I just don't have the capacity to like finalize it and put it out there. So, but that is going to be
That's amazing. That's so good. And like it's so great that you're already doing the work of basically like ending with clients, which, is the right thing to do for now. And then you'll have the space where you can make that what you want it to be.
Yeah. And I struggle ending with clients. Like I'm not good at that. I will admit.
Well, pregnancy and maternity leave are good. Like it makes
was like, wait, I knew I wanted another baby. It was almost like I was like waiting, like, I'm just gonna have to wait till I get pregnant and have like maternity leave as like my excuse because I need that help.
Yeah, it is hard. And pregnancy each time and maternity leave those were times when I made really big changes in my practice. It was very helpful to have that, like, okay, this is a reset. Like I need a reset and this is giving me a reset. You know?
And this time, like the first time, I came back too strong because I was like, oh my God, now I got to build up my caseload again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
you're going to have no problem because you have a strong, you'll have no problem. It'll be great for you.
Plus I'm doing so many other things. And I really just want I want to grow my consultation business still and do that. And then, I mean, I also have my group practice and I'm starting the kids practice. So
yeah, and if you wanted to do like one intensive a month, that could be your thing, and you still have your hand in clinical work, but you're like,
I mean, that's the thing. I love being a therapist.
Yeah, so we all do. And
I don't. And
it's a lot. It's hard. And when like being a mom is hard, and you'll see having a second child multiplies the complexity many times over. So you're going to need that flexibility in a lot of ways.
Yes.
It's so good.
And it's so okay to shift. Like, that's what I'm, listen to me. I'm giving myself permission. Like, it's okay to shift. And it doesn't mean that it'll be like this forever. Like, you know?
And you got to it's great to try stuff out and see how it fits, you know? And I think that's the model that we weren't taught was okay in grad school. But like, that's why that's another thing I'll say for Instagram is like, that's where I've seen other people building the kinds of businesses that I want. And it's so inspiring. And I don't think I would have known about any of this stuff if I hadn't started that Instagram journey. So that's why I tell people to do it. There's stuff will come of it that you don't expect. It's so worth it.
Yeah. Well, you've been inspiring to watch on Instagram.
Oh, thank you. It's been, it's been a slow burn, but I feel like things have been clicking lately. So it's exciting.
Yeah. I wish I could remember exactly how I first found you.
I don't know. I feel like all the EMDR people, we all sort of end up finding each other eventually. Like we follow someone else and they follow somebody else and then, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, were you on Danielle's podcast, like the Entrepreneurial Therapist?
I was.
It might have been something like that.
Yeah.
Because I've also, like, I love Danielle and I've done her mastermind.
Oh, cool. Yeah, she's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I mean. It's like, it's a circle that, it's not small, but like, I feel like everyone is connected, you know, which is cool. I'm going to a conference retreat thing, whatever, in September. And I like posted about it yesterday and I got like 5 DMs from people being like, oh my gosh, I'm going too. And I was like, oh.
Not the Andrea one?
No, it's, do you know Patrick Casal, who he is?
Oh, yes, I saw you. That's so cool in your area.
I can actually get there. That's the thing. For me, I can't like go to ones that are far away. But I was like, this is driving distance. I am going. And then like a whole bunch of people messaged me. We're like, I'm going to that too. I'm going to that too. And I was like, oh, fun.
Yeah.
You know? So it is.
He's one of those that really grew on Facebook. Like,
yes, he's like an OG kind of like social media guy. Yeah. So I'm excited.
That's great. Well, it's been so nice connecting with you.
I so love you. I so love you.
I love you too.
I meant to say it's so lovely, but that's okay. Well, thank you so much. And, you know, I know everyone is wishing you all the best with your pregnancy and the baby. And I'm so glad you're taking some time for your family. That is so important.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I know, I mean, I'll put all your stuff in the show notes, but everybody knows how to find you. If they just look you up on Instagram, they'll see all the things you're doing.
Carly.
Yeah.
My website too.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I'm sure everyone's going to love this episode. Thank you for doing it.
Yeah, of course. We'll keep in touch.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.